Can I start?
Yeah.
All right. Hey, guys. Welcome back to the Not So Serious Life and Steve's grooming beauty habits and techniques. Is that going to be a new show for us, Steve? Or are we going to have... Your hair actually looks really... It's nice. It has the good slick back. You got the little Elvis thing coming down.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Very much. Thank you very much.
Good.
You've been a wonderful audience.
Well, not yet. Don't give them credit yet. They haven't done anything yet.
All right.
Episode 53. Happy New Year. Of course, by the time they've seen this, they've already seen like 5 New Year episodes, but we're saying it now. We both have red shirts on, Steve, but they're not the same red shirt. So you show yours and then I'll show mine.
Okay. Here's mine.
Progress, not perfection.
Am I in the middle of the screen?
You are. It's perfect. Progress, not perfection. Where'd you get that?
Well, I sent away for it.
Oh, okay. Like in the back of a Sears catalog? Like
I was looking for things to help with my Death Wish project, and some people will understand why this relates to that, and others will just marvel at how the wisdom of it as it stands alone.
Yeah. How's the Death Wish project coming so far?
Beautifully. Thank you, and thanks for what you've done to help promote it. Anyone interested can just Google Steve Chandler Death Wish, and you'll find it.
Now, are you posting Death Wish related stuff on your blog too, on the imindshift.com blog?
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Anybody who wants to follow the progress of the project can go to iMindShift, and progress is being downloaded onto that blog, and people can follow it.
Cool. I'm just making a note that I'm going to put the link for this episode too, so people can go check out the iMindShift.com website. Great stuff. And I'm super excited to see how that develops during the year. So keep us posted, right?
Well, I will.
Okay, awesome. Now let me show you my red shirt. My red shirt has nothing to do with Death Wish, but it says motivational speaker. Get it? Motivational speaker.
Yeah,
and the speaker is saying, you can do it.
That is good. And that is you.
That is me.
Let me do a little shout out for your work in the world. You're doing more and more public speaking. So anybody watching our show who has an organization that you work for or that you run or manage, bring Jason in, let him speak to you, and you will not regret it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate
it.
All right. How about we get into the question? What do you think?
All right.
Yeah? Okay. So our question for today comes from Cindy. And Cindy says, what is the best way to not get sucked into gossip in your world? She says, what's the best way to eliminate and not get sucked into gossip in your world? I find this to be a negative force in my life, and I find it hard to gracefully walk away when someone starts in about someone else. So Cindy asks, what's the best way to not get sucked into gossip in your world? Yeah, gossip runs rampant, right?
Well, it can, yeah. And so it takes a lot of courage, and it takes a lot of, you have to care more about the life you want to live and how you want to live it than you do about pleasing people in the moment, and joining in. Oh, yeah, I don't like him. Oh, yeah, he's nasty. I'll tell you something he did the other day. I'll tell you something, he's having trouble with his son. And so I don't want to join in. I want to say, I agree with you. I hear you. I don't want to argue either, because you can look really self-righteous. You can look like, oh, well, look at you. Yeah. You don't gossip. It must be nice to be saintly. And so you don't. So the thing is, I listen to it. Yeah, I hear that. And, I also want to say that guy really helped me once. And so I like to bring it back to something positive about the person they're gossiping about and keep it light.
I really like that. I especially like you said, not arguing, but actually bringing something positive about the person in. Because then, don't we kind of feel stupid if somebody says something good about somebody and then we try to overtake the good thing they just said? I think most people at that point would kind of just be quiet as opposed to continuing in on the person.
Yeah.
So I think that's great. That's great advice. And my thing is, I would actually try to pretend like I forgot who the person was in front of me and start gossiping about them to them. That might be fun, right?
Yeah, that could be a lot of fun for you. Yes.
For me. So one of the things too that she said it's hard to walk away gracefully. And I don't know that you need to walk away gracefully either. I love Steve's advice about pulling something positive out, but if it's just not something you want to be around, if you're worried that if you show courage by walking away, they're going to talk bad about you, if they're gossiping, they're going to gossip anyways. Nothing you do is going to change that. So, if you're going to walk away, don't worry about it being graceful. Just step out and worry about yourself and let your own character be built and set an example in a new group.
I agree with you, Jason. And also, I like to teach people one of the wonderful songs from South Pacific. And the musical South Pacific is a little old school for people of your generation, but it's still worth watching. Now, you can also do this when people are gossiping.
Okay.
You can hold your ears when they start to gossip.
Should I do it?
You can do it. Please do it with me. And then, I don't know if you know the song, but simply you begin singing, happy talk, keep talking, happy talk. And there's a whole song there, and copyright provisions prevent me from singing the whole thing. But that little snatch right there is enough to stop people gossiping, I can assure you.
I love that. Gave me another idea. I can just fake being deaf. So I could leave the group, and when they come back to me and say, hey, why don't you hang out with us anymore? I could just either act like I'm deaf or like I have temporary amnesia.
Well, but you see, yes, but that's not politically correct.
That's
because
true.
We have a lot of hearing impaired people who, I was going to say, watch our show and read our lips and laugh like crazy.
Yeah.
And so let's not do that. Let's not go there with the hearing impaired ploy that you do.
All right, guys. That was a question. Thank you so much, Cindy, for sharing your question with us. Thank you, Steve, for teaching me how to cover my ears when you sing, which is not something I would normally do because you actually have a beautiful singing voice. And your quilt says, life is crazy good. You need longer arms. Life is crazy good. If you have not read Steve's book, Crazy Good, it's amazing. And Steve, we may be doing something, you and I, around the Crazy Good book soon, aren't we? Maybe?
Absolutely, Jason.
Cool.
You and I are going to be doing a fun webinar around that, and there'll be more details to follow.
I love it. This is a good look for you. So, guys, keep sending your questions into questions@thenotsoseriouslife.com. And don't forget to go to our website, says the ghost with the quilt over his head, at thenotsoseriouslife.com and sign up for our inner circle. And, of course, go to imindshift.com to see all the amazing updates from Steve on the Death Wish Project. It's amazing stuff. I'm subscribed. You should subscribe, too. He always writes beautifully, and it's really, really helpful, powerful stuff. So until next time, Jason Goldberg, hidden under a quilt, Steve Chandler. Steve, it's not an invisibility cloak, even though I think you think it is. We will see you next time. Peace out.
Peace out.
Bass.